Hello everyone, we're back for another week of the Cup of Joe show. Funny part is we just messed up the first video, so this is try number 2, and Jeremy has to talk again. It's hilarious. I think it's funny because he already did it, and he's going to do it again. But, anyway, we didn't see any movies this weekend because we have full-time jobs, and it's a little difficult. We wanted to see Smaug, but we're going to see Smaug this weekend probably. So, we'll have that for you, and much, much more. A lot of movies coming out. But since we didn't see anything, we're going to jump to part 2 of the show. We're going to go to the box office. Jeremy, take it away for the second time.
Alright, well, since I already did this, forgive me if I just sound like I'm going through the motions, because I am. So, 5th place was Thor the Dark World, which made $2.8 million, fell 41%, and has $198.2 million in total. So, should finish around 205, 210, something like that. 4th place, Catching Fire, $13.7 million. It fell 48% and has $357.5 million. After its stellar first 2 weekends, I have been a little surprised by the drops it has suffered since then. But it might just be that it just did so insanely well over the first 2 weekends that there was nowhere left to go but down.
Right.
I think it should be fine. It should play well over Christmas and still find its way over $400 million. 3rd place goes to Tyler Perry's A Madea Christmas, which disappointed with a $16 million debut. That's on the lower end for Tyler Perry Madea movies, which usually open to over $16 million, or over $20 million. And, but we'll see if this one has slightly better legs because it's Christmas themed and Christmas is coming up, so maybe it'll do well over then because these movies usually absolutely fall apart after their first weekends. And I hope it does better because I picked it for my Fantasy Box Office League. And by the way, Fantasy Box Office is a thing, so you should go to boxofficechamps.com and play it, because it's fun, and they're our sponsor for this week. So, and we like money.
We love money. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great input on my part. We love money. There you go.
Greed for the win. Okay. Anyway, number 2 was Frozen, which made $22.6 million, fell just 29%, and has a total of $164.8 million. This one is figuring to do very well over the whole Christmas week season thing. You know, it's family oriented, so kids and families will be off from school and work, so they can go out to see it. It's the movie's title is Frozen, and it's winter and it's cold out. So well, it's not going to be cold this weekend here anyway. It's supposed to be like 60 degrees on Sunday, but that's beside the point. It's pretty seasonal, so I think it should do well and should end up probably still with $250 million when all is said and done.
And it was a very good film, so that's a good thing.
'Twas. Mm-hmm. Joe and I are actually planning a music video set to the main number from Frozen, so we'll get that uploaded at some point, and that'll be. We should probably do that soon before the snow melts.
That's a good point. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway. The number 1 film last weekend was The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, which opened to $73.7 million. And that's pretty, well, I wouldn't say pretty disappointing, it's kind of disappointing. It's about $11 million lower than the debut of An Unexpected Journey last year, which just goes to show that film had kind of a mixed reception, so people weren't as anxious to come out and see The Desolation of Smaug on opening weekend. And, that debut is only roughly equal to the opening of Return of the King, which was, 10 years ago, when ticket prices were significantly cheaper. And Return of the King also opened on a Wednesday, so it had 2 days to, burn up demand before the weekend proper. So, you figure if Return of the King opened today on a Friday, could well have been over $100 million. So, it just goes to show that this franchise isn't quite as popular as it once was, at least on the domestic side. That said, it still does absolutely fantastic numbers overseas. and The Desolation of Smaug will probably make over $1 billion worldwide anyway. So, yeah, nobody involved with this project is worried about this opening weekend.
And there you have it. That was the box office. Number two. You know what? I'm going to put that other video up like a day later or something, and it'll be Cup of Joe Show, The Lost Tapes. We'll take from the Chappelle Show, and that will be The Lost Tapes. Now, we're going to do something new this week. Maybe it's just that my iPad didn't want us to go over the Golden Globes, and that's why it cut out.
Nobody cares about the Golden Globes.
You're right. But we're going to do it because we didn't see anything. So we're just going to talk about a few things here. The nominations came out.
Excuse my unprofessionalism. I'm thirsty.
All right. I understand. You've been talking a lot over these last two videos. And that wasn't meant to be insulting, although it came out. No. It's true. He has been. So, Best Motion Picture Drama. Nominees: 12 Years a Slave, Captain Phillips, Gravity, Philomena, Rush. Now, Gravity, we both really don't like Gravity, but we agree that it's going to win awards that it doesn't deserve, and that's really going to disappoint us. Captain Phillips,
unless they're Razzies.
Oh, right, unless they're yeah. Good point. Captain Phillips, I don't get the big deal about Captain Phillips, but people seem to really love it. I liked it. It was very good, but I don't think it's worthy of nominations for things. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. 12 Years a Slave, which I have not seen, which I probably will be rooting for to win over Gravity and all of these things, even though I haven't seen it yet. I would like to. I hope it comes back out. Maybe it's, I don't know, around here. I think it'll come back out for Oscar season.
Yeah, it could.
Hopefully catch it. And Rush, also, very good movie, not Oscar-worthy movie, in my opinion. So, this is the Golden Globes, but I don't think it's worthy of nominations. So here I'd be rooting for 12 Years a Slave, but I bet Gravity will win. Do you have any thoughts?
Just disappointment.
Just disappointment. I totally agree. Let's see. Best Actress in a Drama. Sandra Bullock. Gravity.
Okay.
Cate Blanchett, Blue Jasmine, Judi Dench, Philomena, Emma Thompson, Saving Mr. Banks, and Kate Winslet, Labor Day, which I've never heard of.
What is Labor Day?
I have no idea. But it has Kate Winslet, and obviously she needs to be nominated because that's her name. I have nothing except to say is I really hope that Sandra Bullock doesn't win that award. I haven't really seen... it's tough to talk about these things, right now, so we're going to do our best, because we really haven't seen all these movies yet. A lot of them haven't really come out. And this is when the award nominees usually come out, so... Thoughts?
I hope Sandra Bullock doesn't win.
We're in agreement.
That's about it.
A lot of people feel differently about that.
Yeah, sure. I thought it was... She wasn't good at all in that scene where she's howling.
Barking.
That was awful.
It's
Razzie worthy.
It was. I totally agree. But again, she's Sandra Bullock, so this is the year of. This is going to be another year of. This is who they are, and that's why they're getting nominated. You'll see it here. Best actor. Chiwetel Ejiofor, 12 Years a Slave. It's the main guy in 12 Years a Slave.
It is.
Which he was probably very good.
He is a good actor. I do like him.
Yeah, me too. Robert Redford, All Is Lost. That's an interesting movie. It's intriguing. I don't want to see it because I think it's terrifying. I don't know why I said it with such, running out of breath, but Idris Elba, Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom.
Oh, Heimdall.
Yeah, Heimdall.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Tom Hanks, Captain Phillips. Again, I don't know. And Matthew McConaughey, Dallas Buyers Club. Told it was a great film. It's the year of Matthew McConaughey, people.
Matthew McConaughey gets a hard time, but he stars in a lot of indie small movies, and he's a really good actor. There's Dallas Buyers Club, Mud, Killer Joe, all these movies, and he acts really well.
He does. I don't get the thing with him, but I mean, I never thought it'd be like, this is the year of Matthew McConaughey. But, yeah, and he's going to be in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, me too.
So, like, a lot of stuff he's going to be in. So good for him. I've always liked him. I mean, people don't really care for him.
The first major thing I ever saw Matthew McConaughey in was Failure to Launch, so that kind of...
And that was just your fault.
I know. I know.
That's, yeah.
No, that was Ashley's fault.
Oh, you're right. I wonder if she watches these. We're going to find out.
We'll tag her in the comments.
There you go. That's a great idea. Also, I don't know what other movie. What, The Hitcher or something? I don't know. That was also Ashley's fault. There were two.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway. Sorry, Ashley.
We remember.
I don't think you watched these, though, so it's okay.
We're not sorry.
We're not. All right. Best Motion Picture, musical or comedy. Interesting. That's why I had...
Golden Globes.
I don't know how you put those two together.
I know. It doesn't,
But anyway,
it's weird.
it is weird. But they are. American Hustle, Her, Inside Llewyn Davis, Nebraska, The Wolf of Wall Street. I really don't think all these are straight up comedies or musicals.
No.
So like, this is just weird. But again, I'm really excited about American Hustle, and we'll get there. The Wolf of Wall Street, I'm also very excited about. Her is just weird.
I'm intrigued.
Although, I mean, it is intriguing. It's odd. Nebraska just seems like one of those, like, independent films that, like, aren't that interesting.
Yeah.
No,
I totally get you.
Right? Yeah. You get me. Michelle Branch. She's great. And she's not Vanessa Carlton. Anyway.
That's what she wants you to think.
Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy.
Oh, good.
Amy Adams, Julie Delpy, Greta. I'm not going to go through these. All right, but Meryl Streep is obviously nominated because she's nominated every single year. But she's only won like twice, which is crazy. I have really nothing to add to that. I haven't seen any of those movies. I know Amy Adams is fantastic. Oh, and Julie Louis-Dreyfus is. Oh, interesting. Elaine. Elaine's nominated for Enough Said.
Look at that.
Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Christian Bale, good. Bruce Dern, Leonardo DiCaprio, Oscar Isaac, and Joaquin Phoenix. I just really want, we're not at Oscar season yet, but I just really want Leonardo DiCaprio to win an Oscar at some point, because he deserves it. He's a great actor, and he just hasn't won. Christian Bale's also fantastic. I would be rooting for them in those. But we haven't seen them yet. But these are just the nominees here. I know there's much more that I want to... Best Animated Feature, this one we could talk about.
Okay.
The Croods, Despicable Me 2, and Frozen.
There are only 3 nominees.
Only 3 nominees.
Okay.
I enjoyed Despicable Me 2 better. But I think Frozen wins this award. And I think it's going to win the Oscar, too. That's just me. And it's probably you, too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Frozen was just great. I don't think you could compete with it. Anything to add there?
Yeah. No,
Right.
totally agree.
Okay. Best Foreign Language Film. This is the category here that we're going to skip. Best Supporting Actress. Here you go, Jennifer Lawrence. Of course she's there, because she's Jennifer Lawrence. She has to be. Okay, she's very good. I don't want to take anything away from her. I'm just bitter that she won the Oscar last year, and Jessica Chastain should have won. But anyway, Sally Hawkins, Lupita, we haven't seen any of these, so I'm sorry, we're just going to skip that.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
We only have 5.5 minutes.
I know, seriously, we got to talk about all these movies. Supporting actor, Daniel Bruhl is in there. Bradley Cooper, Michael Fassbender is apparently in 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jared Leto, your boy.
Really?
Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh,
Yeah,
huh.
there you go. Oh, and that Baked Abdi, Captain Phillips. Okay, I could see him winning, because he was very good.
He was, yeah.
I don't know. Daniel Bruhl, he was good.
Yeah.
Nothing, I don't think award worthy, but
I didn't even know Jared Leto still act. I thought he just did 30 Seconds to Mars.
Right?
Yeah.
But no. Director, Gravity's director is nominated. And
Alfonso Cuarón.
correct. Paul Greengrass, Steve McQueen, David O. Russell.
He's good.
Yes, David O. Russell's great. I'll probably be rooting for him in that one, especially against Gravity. It'd be terrible. All right, we're going to have to skip the rest of these, but Hans Zimmer's going to get another shot at it for 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, good.
We got to see that movie.
Oh, wow.
Other than that, Best Original Song, Let It Go's in there,
Oh, good.
and it should win. Oh, and Atlas is in there by Coldplay, the two.
Oh, yeah. That's
So
also a
that's
good
cool.
song.
But, I mean, I would go with Let It Go. And then the rest is TV. I don't like TV awards, and I'm going to tell you why really quick. Because it's the same thing every season. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It's the same thing. You get the same characters.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is TV awards are much more arbitrary, I think, because, 1 year, this actor is going to win an award, and then the next year it's going to be a completely different actor, even though the actor that won the previous year actually had, like, a better, season with, like, more plot developments or something. And, it's hard to tell, like, where a series is going to go in its next season and how that's going to allow the acting ability of someone to shine forth or something like that.
Right. It's just, like Jim Parsons for The Big Bang Theory is nominated. Like, it's been the same character for years. I don't understand.
Though his character has developed.
It has,
changed,
yes. Yeah, you're right. I just think that's difficult for me. But anyway, we're a movie show. So this is movies. Now let's quickly get to the, after I wasted our entire show on the Golden Globes, we could get to the movies coming out this weekend.
Stall them.
Let's start with American Hustle, because I know that's a wide release. It came out last week, but now we're wide release.
It did do very well in limited release, but
There you go.
didn't quite crack the top 10. It wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't in enough theaters.
Right.
So.
I think it's going to be very good. I think that's got greatness written all over it. Those 5 actors and actresses.
And then you got David O. Russell.
They have David O. Russell again, Silver Linings Playbook, and The Fighter?
Yeah, The Fighter.
Yeah. This has very good things written all over it. I'm excited.
Nothing more
Jeremy
we can say.
agrees.
Saving Mr. Banks.
Saving Mr. Banks.
Also expanding.
Yeah. I think this looks interesting, actually.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard of the premise, I was just like, well, that's just going to be boring. But it actually does look interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I might see this on Christmas with my family. I know my mom would be a huge fan of that. So, yeah, that's interesting, too.
Okay. Oh, God. I just swallowed air and choked on it.
Pull it together. We have less than 2 minutes
Okay,
left.
all right. Fewer than 2 minutes. Anyway, Walking with Dinosaurs.
It doesn't matter with time. Go.
Touche. Okay, so Walking with Dinosaurs. This is it borrows its name from the classic educational documentary series on the Discovery Channel, and completely bastardizes its legacy by making it a childish kiddie movie with stupid voices and not as much scientific accuracy. So I am not rooting for this movie.
Jeremy doesn't like it. I really have nothing to add. I had nothing against it, and I'm completely thrown right now. I thought it looked kind of interesting, but now I'm just kind of... I don't think I have a point. So there you go. There you have it.
Well, I like putting your back against the wall, getting the pressure on.
That was very good.
Anyway, Anchorman: The Legend Continues. Should do very well. Opened to like 9 million on Wednesday or something like that. But it's not going to do too much on weekdays, so it should do pretty well over the weekend and over Christmas. So it's hard to tell right now, but I think it looks funny and it should be good.
It does look funny. The trailers really look good for it, actually. You don't expect it to be as funny as the first one, but it seems like it's going to be pretty good, actually. So that's the last one, right?
Yeah. We're
okay.
Good.
Next next week we'll get to Christmas movies that are coming out. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. So we will see you all next week. Have a Merry Christmas.